Welcome to Discovering. Tonight we're going back in time a few months to an awesome fall day of lake trout fishing with my friend Matt Ellsworth. And we're exploring one of the many winter wonders found only here in the UP. So sit back and relax. It's Monday night and it's time for Discovering.
The secret streams that flow beneath the cliffs of colored stone. Forest thick and healthy with birch and pine and oak. Surrounded by the greatest lakes this world has ever known. The black bear's awesome presence as he roams the hills and fields. Call of the timber wolf, the loon's lonesome trill. The eagle soaring high above, the trout lies deep and still. These are what I treasure, the only way I measure feelings that I have for this fine land. There is so much to discover when you're a long-time lover of northern Michigan.
Here we are on the beautiful Lake Superior. It's supposed to be 68 degrees and sunny until 8 o'clock tonight, and it's 59 and raining. Thick overcast. We had a big storm come through last night. Probably flipped the whole lake upside down. Lake's beautiful. Nice and calm anyway. A lot better than 6-footers. Should have a little bit of fall scenery to look at while we're out here anyway, even if the fish don't bite. Not too worried about it. It's just great to be out here, that's for sure. Been too long. Probably the first trip and the last trip of the year. That is where it's at. All right, we're gonna do a little bit of throttle work here and see if we can get us out to our location. Been too long since I got in the boat. 18, 19-month-old boy and a wife that works full time. You don't get a lot of opportunity to hit the water like you think you should be able to. But it feels good when you finally get behind the windshield. Look at that guy right there. They're waiting for us. They're waiting for us. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get started with some downriggers here. These are probably, when you're lake fishing, these are probably your most important rods in the boat. This will give us speed and temperature at the downrigger, and speed and temperature with currents, surface temperatures being different from down temperatures. This will give us the information we need to be able to find that cooler water where we think the fish are at. So we put this little guy on like this, if I remember correctly. Then we grab a downrigger ball. We attach the downrigger ball to it. Let's see what happens here. We're gonna set that down there at 65, always odd numbers, never even. Even's bad luck, odd's good. Never want to be even, always want to be a little odd. Make sure we got a halfway tight set on our downrigger right there to start. Make sure that your drag is halfway decent. You don't want it too tight, you don't want it too loose. You want to be able to reel them fish in. If it's too loose, you won't be able to do that. If it's too tight, they can break your line or tear through their lips and get off, and that's not what we want because we eat fish. We don't buy our fish from the grocery store. This is our grocery store. Hopefully that storm last night didn't blow everything off the shelves. Our temperature where our downrigger ball is at right now is 42, 43, and we're 57 on top, so that's another difference. Gotta know where them temps are at. At least that's what they say when they're selling you expensive equipment. Nice and tight. There, we're fishing. We started fishing. And we got a little green dolphin for our last on our spread. I think that's a green dolphin. That's what I'm gonna call it today anyway. Now, fish bites one of these down rods. It'll start going like this. And then you crank up slowly. You grab the rod out of the rod holder, crank up your tension, and then give it a pretty tight tug on it. And then that'll release it from the downrigger. Then you reel to catch up to the fish. And when you get to the fish, it's just like catching any other fish any other time. You bring it in, you fight it until hopefully you land it or get it in the net. We got our down spread down right now, so I think we're gonna try and do a 180. There's one right here. There's one right there, and that's a good one. We're already on biting fish. Very good sign. Very good sign. I hope we don't have to stay out here until dark. I mean, granted, I don't mind seeing a sunset, but I just want to get some groceries and get back home so I can cut these fish and maybe get a chance to see my kid before he goes to bed for the evening. This fish is swimming towards us right now. I don't know if it's not a big fish, but it's a nice one. It's a nice fish. You see that color? He came right up with us. It looks like this is just like fishing by yourself. You got to do it all, you know. There it is on that green dolphin right away. Love that lure though. That's an old school. That thing's been working forever. That's a good fish. That's probably a 5-6 pound fish right there already, right on our first one. That one will eat. Now what am I gonna do? It's like I already had success. Now it's like being a little kid. Well, let's go get an ice cream cone. I'm done. Look at the size of the bait they're eating. That's how small that bait is that they're eating. If fishing was that easy every time, hey, remember when we went to Beaton's on ice fishing and it was like nothing? I mean, those are way up high. Those are 50 feet down. I think we're gonna have to move our stuff up. So what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna bring this one up to 47. And I'm gonna put my back one at 57. That one's 65. I really can't complain about that one too much. I can't believe we caught a fish right away. That's good. I mean, oh, there's a sprinkle now too. Usually it's almost, oh, there's, oh. This is a fish. This is a big fish. I am very excited right now. Take months and months and months, basically the whole summer season, took it off of deep fishing, and to be able to come out and actually do well right off the get is just a blessing. It's got to be a blessing from God because it is just working too good right now. I don't know if this one's going to be as easy to net or land as the last one was. He popped the downrigger. And a lot of times with lake trout, especially medium or even small to medium lake trout, they don't even pop the downrigger. You have to do it almost every time yourself. I'm so excited. It's like, just like being a kid. I'm almost shaking. I'm so excited. He's starting to get huge head shakes right now. This could be the rest of the night right here. This could be the rest of the night right here. I ain't touching that wheel. We're doing good right now. He's brought us out to 137 feet of water. Whew. That one just popped. Oh, he had us tangled. That's why he had us tangled in the downrigger ball. Look at the size of that fish. Go get me that big net. Here we go. What you do when you do this is you reel up and then you walk them towards the front of the boat into your net. Just like this right here. Holy moly. Look at that thing. Look at that thing. It had himself wrapped in the other downrigger. Oh, what a beast. I didn't know if he was ever gonna come up. I think we're gonna have some canned smoked fish now. I got a spoon and my spinning glow in there because he wrapped up my downrigger, my other downrigger. He was coming so far, so hard towards the boat that he went and got himself tangled up in my other line on the way in. And this is seriously probably, if I had to guess, this is probably a 12, 13 pound fish. That is worth it right there. Holy moly. Thank you, God. Thank you, fish. So far, I haven't even got to put my spread out. We just got downriggers going. I think we're either gonna drop weapon rigs in after we get planed out a little bit. The temperature has dropped out here today, and every time there's a change in weather or temperature, the fish change too. And you just got to figure out if that temperature, that column that they're sitting in, are they going to go up or are they going to go down? Because I think they follow the cold weather, but there's one right there, Kristen. That's a big fish. Look at that head shake. Look at that head shake. That was an up fish too. That was at 47. This is our second bite on this rod. Second fish on this rod so far. Look at that fish right there. We got color. We got color. See that fish? Look at that beast. Especially if I hit the rod with my net. Come on up. Oh. Look at the size of that one. That's a fact. That's not a desirable eater. That's not the one you want to take home to grandma and be like, this is what you get to eat for dinner. Cat food. Look at that fish right there. Look at the gut. Tell me they don't eat, eh? I'm all for fishing in the rain. I just don't like getting too wet. There's one right there, Kristen. That one was on 51 feet of water and we just put this lure on. We just switched this lure out to another green dolphin. Just did. Feels like a good fish. They are fighting it. You see that color back there? He's on the surface already. You see him on the surface? This one's going to be hard to get in. This is the one of the fish that gets you through the winter. Or deer camp, whatever you call it. Feels like it's like wrapped or something. And it's making those big tail splashes back there. He's coming in towards the boat now. It might have been wrapped in the beginning there. That's a big fish. That's another solid, probably 7-8 pound fish, and it is an eater too. It is absolutely gorgeous fish. This is how easy you lose them fish. You see that? This is how easy you lose these fish right there. The fish was gone. Look at this guy right here. I'm pretty sure this is a nice male lake trout redfin. Look at the color on that fish right there. Look at the color on that fish. I'm probably going to end up smoking them. I'll brine them and then smoke them, and then after that I'll take them off the skin, knock the big bones off them, then I'll stuff them in a can, add a little olive oil, and then I'll pressure cook or can them for 90 minutes and then put them on the shelf. And it's like homemade kipper snacks. It's one of my favorites. It really leans out the flavor of the fish and gives it more like a campfire, like almost like a campfire marshmallow flavor to your fish. It's just excellent. I absolutely love it. Come on, one more fish. We're gonna do one more loop here. We're gonna do another pass right here. We went long enough. It's time to swing it around and go for one last one. That sun is trying to do something for us. There's one, Kristen. There's one right there. Gone. Short strike. Gone. One of these are gonna go off. Come on, fish, right there. Right there. This is another just giant. This is a giant. I mean, we pretty much called that fish. You're like, there's fish down there. Yeah, you're right. I mean, it feels like it isn't released. It isn't released. What is it doing? There we go. There, that's a fish. Look at, we got one on that board rod. You see that board rod? Yeah, that one's going. Nothing. Yeah, we probably won't catch that fish. Did you see that thing just hammering? I don't think it's on there anymore, but here comes this fish right now, Kristen. Right on our number one lure and rod today. Let's see what this rod's up to over here now. We got one on our weapon rig rod now. That was a really good pass. We got our, take this right here. Sorry. And there we go. Back in the game. Little fish. It was a fighter for its size though. We'll take a little fish. They eat. There. That's a double. Look at that guy right there. Another healthy fish, probably a 5-pounder. What a great day. Just happy. What is that, 4? This one's 5. Nice little red. See how this one's popped off the hook too? Despite everything that's going on in life, I have to get my fishing boat out and I have to go chase some trout down in the middle of Lake Superior. Because it's just something I have to do every single fall. I look forward to this every year. We're up here, we're living wild, we're living free. We're in the Lund, catching fish and having a good time. Just a great day.
Now let's switch gears and check out one of the many natural winter wonders found only here in the UP. If you're looking to go exploring this winter, one destination to add to your list is the Rock River Canyon Ice Caves, commonly referred to as the Eben Ice Caves. These ice formations are located in the Rock River Canyon Wilderness in the Hiawatha National Forest, near the small town of Eben Junction. This natural wonder is popular for photographers. The ice formations vary year to year depending on the weather and usually start freezing up in December. I hiked out last winter in mid-March. The distance to the ice caves from the parking area is about a mile. The first quarter mile is through a large field, which is private property, but the landowners are kind and allow people to cross the field to access the ice caves. The trail out to the caves has some steep ups and downs. Ice cleats or yak tracks are a must. Because the ice caves receive a lot of visitors, the trail is packed down and is extremely slick. I also recommend trekking poles. Although not true caves, this natural wonder is made up of vertical walls of ice formed by melting snow and water seeping out of the sandstone cliff edge. As the temperature drops, these intermittent leaks create curtains of ice over the entrance to the cliff's undercuts. All in all, it's a bit of a hike, but well worth it. Bring your camera, a friend, or your dog and enjoy this slice of UP paradise.
Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next week right here on Upper Michigan's very own Discovering.